Nancy Pelosi had the audacity yesterday to pose in a purple mask and put a purple hashtag in her post. Oh, yes. It was one of those, Nene Leakes, Candy Burris moments where I'm Candy Burris and I'm like, Nancy, we see each other. She really went there. I mean, I could do the same thing today. I could, pose with a mask as well. What would my mask say? Or I cut work to get my hair done. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is LALATE, and this is Afternoons LALATE with big updates about unemployment assistance. This is a video you need to know, watch, and learn from if you need information about PUA, FPUC, LWA, and UI. I'll be answering some of your 888 questions yesterday about unemployment assistance. And if you have questions in today's video, drop them in the comments below. In a day where there's a lot of wind, a lot of sound, stay with me, and always go to the front of the channel and subscribe and drop your comments below. Also like this video because it helps with the algorithm, especially on a windy day where there's just sounds and tornadoes and everything happening right away. All right, let me get to the incredible details. The incredible details start with a bill on Tuesday that gives you benefits that no one had ever seen coming from the Republicans, let alone support from the president. The bill introduced by the problem solvers is bipartisan, but shortly thereafter the president came out in support of it and told his Republican colleagues to support it as well. It calls for FPUC to come in at $450 a week and then go to $600. How would it work? How would it calculate it? And what are the details? Let's get right to it. FPUC 1.0 expired in late July. It was thereafter followed up with LWA. The bill from the problem solvers on Tuesday proposes FPUC 2.0 to start not after FPUC 1.0, not after LWA. In fact, it's not really tied to any prior event. It just says starts in October. For 8 weeks, it would pay $450 a week. For 5 weeks thereafter, it would pay $600 a week. The benefits would continue for a total of 13 weeks during this bill and would end in January 2021. This is incredible great relief because anything we've seen ever from a Republican or a 50% Republican group. What's ironic about it is it's slightly different in a lot of regards. Let me explain what's going on here. First, there's no $100 threshold like LWA. LWA requires you to have a $100 threshold of benefits to qualify for LWA, which is enhanced unemployment benefits. This bill doesn't have that $100 threshold. Second, the bill doesn't go on top of anything else or overlap with anything else. So, for example, let's say your LWA check is just late in the mail and comes in October for weeks that you had in September. Don't worry, because this does not replace, contradict, or go over anything. It just is its own vehicle. $800, $450 for 8 weeks, and then $600 for 5 weeks thereafter. Why is this insanely great news? It's insanely great news because until this week, the highest offer from a Republican was Steve Mnuchin's offer of $450 a week in July for FPUC 2.0 ending in late July, which Nancy Pelosi rejected. It was an incredibly great deal, and Pelosi made a horrible strategic error and personal vendetta error in not accepting it because you would have had all those weeks of benefits to date. Instead, that's not happening. Now, yesterday, Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin negotiated again. We don't know the scope of the negotiations. It's likely that it started where it ended, at $450 for Mnuchin, $600 for Pelosi. I have always said you're never going to get $600, and you most likely get $400 or $500. And the irony of this is that $450 and $600 from the problem solvers bill is more than the president has ever said. But yesterday and today, the president said he would support the problem solvers bill. That's number one. Two, he likes the amount of money in the bill. That's number 2. And 3, he would urge and is urging his Republican colleagues to support the bill as well, which is a big jump for a bunch of Republicans who have done $200 a week FPUC bills and $300 a week FPUC bills. All right, let's turn to LWA. LWA is going and is paying 6 weeks of LWA benefits for all the states. I have viewers still asking me, I haven't received a specific week of LWA, or I received 2, but I haven't received the 3rd. The answer is the same. I have to make this very clear to you as I sit here at the 3-minute mark of this video. You're going to get 6 weeks of LWA benefits. If you got some of them so far, don't worry, they're coming. If you haven't gotten any of them, don't worry, they're coming. If you're wondering where they are and you're trying to track them, there's no way to track them. Just make sure it says payment processing in your portal. Do I have any information about tracking times? No. Do I know where your 1 week that's missing in Tennessee is for LWA benefits? No. Is there any way for you to track it? You can get on the phone with your unemployment office and wait on hold for 2 hours to find where that 1 week of check is. But other than that, there's nothing I can provide to you, and there's nothing they can provide to you as to where it is now. All you have to see is that it has been approved and it's processing. And with that, you will get, guarantee your 6 weeks, $300, $1,800. Wonderful, wonderful, great news. Now, if you are on FPUC 1.0 or UI or PUA, those are still being paid. Someone asked me overnight, have they run out of FPUC 1.0? No. They're still paying people for the weeks that they suffer from March to July, PUA and FPUC and UI. So the great news is you're still going to get that money. All right, let me turn to some of your 808 questions from yesterday. Mary Evans, John Kennedy, times are there. Jackie Martin, wished he would do retroactive payments for us. That would help some more people. Leslie, the 6 weeks of LWA ends in mid-September, so everyone loses an entire month. That puts millions of people in a tight spot. Amen. Amen. Baluk, what she's referring to is when the Problem Solvers bill would start paying and when LWA would expire. So LWA pays 6 weeks. If you count 6 weeks from late July, that doesn't get you to October. That's more than 6 weeks. So she's absolutely correct. Balua Carter, hello, Purple Power family. Hope everyone's having a great evening. Sherry, why is the first 2 weeks of October skipped? Again, people are being shorted out like LWA $100 states refuse to pay. I don't know. I mean, this is why you don't have things lapse. You know, FPUC was lapsing, coming up for lapsing in late July. I was recording at the time. I said, don't let FPUC 1.0 lapse. I said, if you let it lapse, you're going to have a hard time doing retroactive benefits. A lot of people don't want to support anything retroactive. People will lose weeks of benefits. The net result is Nancy Pelosi cost you thousands of dollars. You're not getting the thousands of dollars you could have gotten had she taken Mnuchin's offer. Tracy Dunbar, the stimulus whisperer. Yes, I love that. Some viewers call me the stimulus whisperer because I have cats and dogs that love watching my videos and listen to my voice and also listen to me talk about stimulus. Charlene Ramirez, you just don't say Nancy, my dog will run under the bed. Don't say Nancy Pelosi, all the dogs and cats will leave the room. Aline Garcia, by the time we get the bill, most of us have already used up our unemployment balance. That's so shady. Not necessarily. If you started UI or PUA because of the pandemic in March, you're not going to run out of balances. That would be a comment for people who were on benefits before the pandemic hit. Nicole, hopefully it'll make it retroactive. Patrick, Purple Power. Downcastle, it hasn't been settled yet. Rich Bedford, Pelosi needs to live homeless. Roxanne, you make my miserable situation so much better. I appreciate that. Debbie, POTUS spoke about the problem solvers at his presser this evening. He's been talking about them nonstop. Von Zwala, Purple Power, let's keep it going, family. Prayers to you all. Denny Johnson, only vote for the purple-minded people. The rest of my life, my elections going forward, it's no more red or blue, it's just purple. I have a comment to that. I love it. I also have the following comment. You know, of all the videos that we record on a daily basis, this video used to be one of the most popular, but in last couple days, this video and the hazard pay video has lost a lot of steam. And ironically, in private messaging, Instagram, anywhere people can find me, I get round-the-clock questions about this video. And so if you have questions about UI or PUA or FPUC, you need to be in this video. You need to be watching this video and dropping your comments below. I love these comments about my hair and my voice, my dog and my cat and that. I love that. But if you have questions about PUA and UI, don't be jumping on Instagram and trying to track me down and drop the comment. Drop the comments here so I can answer them for you and other viewers can hear the answer as well. Because we learn by a group. And so when you ask a question, I answer. Someone else may have the same question. I'll hear the answer like, oh, that's how it works. So if you're watching this video, don't just jump on Instagram, send me a DM about your UI situation. Drop in the comments here and I'll answer tomorrow afternoon, same time. Andrea. Ruth, they really should put something in there. It's retroactive for all the people. D-Wade, Purple Power, Connie, you're the best. Voting day and putting LALATE on the ballot. Vernon, when will they be taking a vote? We don't have that yet. Mary Gatto, the government does deserve the wonderful citizens that are paying their salaries. Kathy Main, why is Nancy so possessive about her money that isn't hers? D. Frank G. Nancy Pelosi, Temple of Doom, Problem Solvers, Hall of Justice. I love that. Robert Henson, wow, one of the original viewers of this channel who always supported this channel with the donations below. Wow, one of the original viewers. We love LALATE. Here, Kiki. Jackie Martin, at this rate, I need one check just to pay the balance back the loans. Janice Kennedy, hey, LALATE, cheer for me and the Republicats. I love that. I love the emojis. Veronica, it's all about the lobster you keep on talking about, making everyone hungry. I think it's the lobster that the cats and the dogs join the room. Lobster, lobster. Tina G, great reporting in LA, and with such fabulous humor. Amy B, Ruby knows the extra money is getting them more canned kitty food. Sapphire just eats what I serve. I love that. Tiffany D, good evening, LA. Hello. Rhonda Stewart, how dare they take my money? Damn her. Letha Adams, both sides had the opportunity to do something. Neither's done anything. Stimulus or FPUC. Just do it. Irene, you have the purple power. My granddaughter is hilarious. They love you. Well, thank you. Lisa Vaughn, this week has brightened my days while I recover from surgery. Oh, I hope you're okay, Lisa. Hope you're okay, and the rest of the families of this community sends our prayers for you as well. Life and Me, Laura Aponte. Where is the money? I think it's behind us. Connie Hamilton. God bless you. I'm guaranteed a good level every time I watch you as well. Fantastic report. I appreciate that. Connie, if the states have all this extra money, they should use it to extend the LWA program. Okay, so that is a great question. As I've been detailing the scandal, world exclusive of the channel since Saturday, states have a fortune. How much? They were designated $150 billion for all the states under CARES Act 1, and what that money was supposed to disperse it to you, the citizens, the residents, via the cities and the counties, and they haven't done it. Now, some states have been doing an incredible job. They don't like LWA with that $100 threshold, so they've done a workaround where you're getting LWA by doing the strange workaround. Others are trying to give you additional unemployment benefits, so some of them are doing great work. Isla, oh please, the face you made of a cat, it made me spit up my drink. Kitty, kitty. Tony, Tana, Daunt, good evening, LA. Christina Randolph, I love your intros. Rob Delph, when $600 isn't real, they don't want to do wage replacement calculators up to $600, so no one will ever get $600. Leah Barker, thank you for bringing us all together. Positive purple power. Bob Santoris, well, how do we know what to vote them? Tracy Brown, I need my money right now. Linda, I love your show, sweetheart. Great updates. Michael, question. If I'm filing a non-filer to the IRS, tried to, but the online application is nowhere to be found. I don't know. It should still be there. I don't know. If you can find that non-filer filing and drop in the comments below, then do it for Michael and other viewers that are following his channel. I thought it was still live. Deborah, good information about the state of Michigan from replies to my comment. Really helped a lot, so they don't have to look up the stuff in Michigan. Stepped up right away and helped out. Oh, wow. That's incredible. Great news. Carol, LA, I'm trying to find out where New York State is holding our money. Good. Jeff Buntley, great video. Someone actually admits it's the Democrats' fault. Kudos, LA. Yes, I mean, it's not a bipartisan issue. And it's really not a Democrats' fault either. It's a Pelosi fault. Intro is hilarious. Well, thank you. Fishing. New York hasn't paid anything either. Also raising the toll price. This is Ann Balladrino. Dan Freeman. The enhanced unemployment is great, but why 8 weeks at 450 and 5 weeks at 600? He wants the reverse. You know, I don't know. I agree with you. Sharon Gates. Here's a comeback comment for Nancy when she has children going hungry. Say the whole of us are people going hungry, so give up your lobster dinners forever for give us the money you spent for the dinners. We love lobsters also. Lana Ray. Nancy acts worse than a child. Wow. Michael Parsons. Am I missing something if it starts in October until January? Isn't that 10 weeks, not 6 weeks? Good point. They don't tell you what day these things start, but what day in the month. They just give you the month, like we're so vague about stuff. Very windy today. Rhonda, shame on that dreadful lady called a woman of doom. Stephanie Griffin, unemployment has held my benefits. I'm not getting any benefits from unemployment, and I've had my money up there. It's a winning game. It stopped 7-9. I called several weeks in a row. Nothing. This is crazy. No income. Till 9-16. Still waiting on my benefits. Tell me what's going on. I'll be happy to answer the question. Tell me why they haven't paid the benefits. Philly says it's a hot mess in Nevada for unemployment benefits. You did it. I pass yay to my folks, and they're so informed with the best. Great job you did, said Bernard Lewis. Oh, that's wonderful. Me, myself, in this bill, the enhanced UI benefits will begin to make October beginning $450 for 2 months, then 5 weeks for up to $600, but not in excess of one's original wage. Would that mean that someone whose original wage had been $300 a week and UI is $200 a week, then they would see $300 additional? Also, this bill has a provision for an automatic exceptional update for COVID-19 from February 2020 onward. A lot of twists, a lot of turns. I don't know if they can survive all those unusual twists and turns. They're sort of hard to follow. But I really don't know the answer to that one. Really a lot of great stuff to look at, though. As always, go to the Front Edge channel and subscribe and drop your comments below, and I might answer them tomorrow's recording. Please share this video. Please drop your comments here about UI, and also like this video so this video appears higher in the rankings. Coming up next is Rent. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay LA for more.